closing because one of the things I learned was to be able to speak to people and to close them and to help find them value. And it's not about me making money, it's about helping them find them value, because that, you serve others and the money comes, selflessly, right? So I don't know. I work all day, and when I come home, I feel like my subconscious is telling me, oh, you're too tired to do it, making up all these excuses. And I don't want to make up those excuses. I've done the Bob Proctor thing. I've done the whole thing.
Awesome. What questions you got for the ladies?
I think the biggest thing that I've been dealing with is procrastination because of my limiting beliefs. So how have you been able to move past that? Because I've been having a hard time for years.
Do you experience it in other businesses, or is this the first time you've kind of felt it and wanted to face it head on?
I think this is the first time that I've actually wanted to really overcome it, because I also am with the network marketing business, and I've been in since 2018. And I've built only one website. But then what happened was I couldn't understand the backlinks. So my brain was like, oh, just forget it. But now I feel like this force keep pulling me back. And I'm starting to go through the trainings again. But I'm still feeling like, oh my gosh,
Have you considered just going through the training one more time since it's fresh in your mind?
That's what I started to do again. I'm doing it all over from the beginning.
Girl.
I mean, I have like all my notes from before, from the first training. So as I'm doing the training, I'm looking at my notes to see if I missed anything. And I also studied closing, because one of the things I learned was to be able to speak to people and to close them and to help find them value. And it's not about me making money, it's about helping them find them value, because that, you serve others and the money comes, selflessly, right? So I don't know. I work all day, and when I come home, I feel like my subconscious is telling me, oh, you're too tired to do it, making up all these excuses. And I don't want to make up those excuses. I've done the Bob Proctor thing. I've done the whole thing. But I feel like there's just something that's holding me back. And I'm just wondering if any of the ladies have experienced something like that, and what pushed you through it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you want me to go?
Oh, no. I wake up every day perfect, knowing exactly what. Come on. Cuff Anderson's always goes, come on, somebody. I'll speak to it real quick, and then I'd be curious to hear what Ashley has and Hanny have to say about the closing stuff. I know that each year I've had different areas of growth, and one of which I think 3 or 4 years ago was breaking through the hesitation of truly picking what thing I want to be doing and going full force and learning how to balance everything, so that I don't allow myself to make I'm not going to do it type. I don't say excuses, but justification by prioritizing that, maybe even prioritizing sleep over the goals that I made. But my original plan was to just figure out, do my actions align with my goals, right? And so you have to figure out, what are your goals first? Because if you can identify your goals, it helps you step back and go, okay, if that's my goal, if you have a hiccup in the linear path or non-linear path to get there, you have to identify which skill set are you struggling with, which part do you feel less confident in, and then that alone will help you figure it out. Like you said, for the training, technically it was backlinking is what scared you off. All right, well, now you're back. There's a lot more backlinking support and a lot more people in the group that can give you insight, but it sounds like it might be something just a little bit deeper. So what are your goals at the end of the day? What things can you put on the back burner, or do you have to adjust your goals a little bit to make sure you can jam every gosh darn thing into your day? Because oftentimes that's something that's going to make it so we don't feel successful if we don't pick out the small wins to get you there. And then you have less belief in yourself to actually complete something, right? So the fact of the matter, you're already coming back to the training. That's a great freaking start, because it's showing that you want to be doing this.
Tell them about your alarm trick.
Oh. Do I have alarms for everything in life?
Yeah, that I don't go to sleep until I do X, Y, Z.
Okay. So I have two things I do. So if it's about goals, part of it's belief, right? For you. So what you have to do is pick some goals that are going to build your belief in yourself. Pick some basic ones and pick some work ones, both in your day-to-day job. What is that? What do you do on a daily?
I'm a pre-K teacher.
Okay. Oh yeah. So you get tired, and especially with all this stuff. So pick even for your work life, for your entrepreneurial life, make sure you've got goals for yourself personally, goals for yourself in your regular job, goals for yourself in your entrepreneurship, whatever avenues that looks, what that looks. Maybe it's not you even did MLM stuff. Those should have one daily goal, right? And make them reasonable and things that really will move the needle. And moving the needle means you serve someone harder, because I think you said it right. I think more than not, sales is service, and serving people, you feel better getting money from them. And eventually you realize you have to value your service more, actually your time and serving, that love, that service, so you'll get more money. But so for you, pick your goals. And then I have a thing I do with Gabe knows, because he's here quite late, and Carly's seen it too, where I won't go to bed until I complete certain tasks. So I just actually don't let myself sleep. One day I said I won't let myself drink any champagne until I completed tasks. But it's a way so I have realistic goals and an actual implementation rule that I know I must do these things, or I can't either sleep or I can't drink champagne. That sounds really bad. But some of them are personal. Some of them have to do with my children. Some even have to do with doing something for Dan or our other real estate stuff. But I have a small list. I think I don't get beyond 6 tasks usually. And there's something that might be arduous, but they're attainable in that day. And that gives me belief that, shoot, I can make sure I'm successful in those things. That's just a little thing I do.